Pounder foul down the third base line. So, runner has to reset. Oh, can't hear me. So, runner's back to first. Now everyone reset after the foul ball. Count is 2 balls, 1 strike to Thorpe. Again, Thorpe digs in. Leshner with his lead off of first, and Pimentel with the pitch, taking for a low strike 2. So 2-2 count, 2 outs, runner at first. Pitcher comes set, and his pitch popped up down first base line and caught by first baseman Noah Lawrence. So 3 outs going into the home half of the second. Score 0-0. So now we have a break in the action. I will deliver those lineups for you since we weren't able to do that before the game started. So your lineup for home Hünstetten Storm. Starting shortstop, number 2, Vicente Velasquez. Starting at third base, number 4, Josh Harrison. Your catcher, number 96, Victor Velasquez. Center field. Our starting center fielder was our new player, number 12, Caleb Sarosky. Defensive substitution made early in the first inning. Jake Gentry, number 8, is now our center fielder. At first, number 66, Noah Lawrence. As DH this afternoon, number 22, Douglas Yoakum. Left fielder, number 9, Yannick Kiss. Right fielder, number 26, Oliver Yoakum. At second base, number 17, Samuel Guillermi. And our starting pitcher is number 99, Jose Pimentel. The starting lineup for the München Haar Disciples. Number 1, right field, Steinlen. In center field, number 2, Llewellyn. Second base, number 18, Music. First base, number 35, Luthor. Third base, number 26, Murphy. Their left fielder, number 12, Leshner. DHing for the Disciples this afternoon, number 34, Thorpe. Their catcher, number 33, Stroll. Shortstop, 44, Enriquez. And their pitcher, number 45, is Salazar. Now up to bat for the Storm is our center fielder, number 8, Jake Gentry. First pitch to Jake Gentry is outside, taken for ball 1. Next pitch, Gentry is a pop down third base line in foul territory and drops, but foul ball. So ball fell in between 3 Disciples, but it's only a foul ball. Jake Gentry now has a 1-1 count. Yep. So, as I was saying earlier, originally the center fielder was our new player, Caleb Sarosky, but a defensive substitution early in the first inning. Jake Gentry is at center. So, pitcher comes set, and pitch to Gentry is taken outside for ball 2. Gentry with a 2-ball, 1-strike count. Next pitch, way outside for ball 3. So Salazar looks in for the signs, comes set. Next pitch to Gentry is taken low for ball 4. So Gentry draws the walk. Coming up to bat, Noah Lawrence, number 66. Noah starting first base today, as he normally does. Now he has his teammate on first, taking a very short lead. In the pitch, Noah turns on it, but hits it foul down third base line. So, strike one. So, Lawrence comes set. Pitcher's ready. Throw back. Trying to catch Jake Gentry sleeping, but Gentry is able to get back in underneath the tag. Dusts himself off and retakes his lead. Two-step lead off first base, but here comes a pitch to Noah. Swung on. Strike two. Gentry takes a slightly smaller lead, but it doesn't matter as Lawrence strikes out swinging for out number one. Coming up to bat now, the DH, number 22, Douglas Yoakum. So, here's the first pitch to Yoakum. Inside for ball one. Gentry takes his lead off of first, two-step lead. Pitch to Yoakum is hit. Fly ball, second base, and caught for out number two. So, Douglas Yoakum with a pop up to second baseman for out number two. Coming up to bat now, number 9, left fielder, Yannick Kiss. Timeout called, so the second baseman can retie his laces. But Yannick is now in the batter's box. Pitcher has his pitch and comes set. Throw back, trying to catch Gentry. Gentry's back in. Pickoff, not good. And we reset. Gentry takes his lead. Still just a two-step lead. Pitch to Kiss is swung on and hit. Foul ball back to the net. So, first strike. Pitcher comes set. Kiss ready. And ball gets away, but not too far. So, Gentry is not able to advance. Stays at first. 1 ball, 1 strike. Gentry with his lead out first. And Kiss taking all the way. And Jake Gentry caught the disciple sleeping. Takes second base on a steal, which there was a throw, but the throw was just a throwback to the pitcher and not an actual attempt. So, with 2 outs, we do have a runner now at second. 2 balls, 1 strike to Kiss. Here's a pitch. Ooh, just catches that outside top corner for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Yannick Kiss. Gentry takes his lead off of second. Pitcher comes set. Takes a look back and low for ball 3. We got a full count now. Full count, 2 out. Gentry takes his lead off of second. Pitcher looks back, checks the runner, and Yannick taps it back to the pitcher for out number 3. So, we're now going into the top of the third. Still scores here in Hünstetten. Hünstetten Storm, nothing. Disciples, nothing. So, Storm takes her defensive positions coming out here in the top of the third. We'll throw around the warm up. And warm up indeed as the weather here, even though we are in summer technically, but the weather here is a little fresh, but at least it's not raining. So we do have some storm gray clouds in the distance, which are appropriate for us. But it is a beautiful afternoon for baseball. Once again, I welcome everyone who is here watching along on YouTube. So, coming up the bat for the Disciples, number 33, catcher Felix Strode. Hallo. So, Pimental comes set. First pitch to Stoll. Hit on hard out to left field and off the fence. Stoll stops at second with a first pitch swinging drive that split the left and center fielder. So, no throw hits the cutoff man at third, keeping the runner at second. So coming to bat now, number 7. I'm sorry. Apparently we were having some microphone difficulties. Not sure if you heard me. So first batter Stoll, number 33, hit a ball out to center field. And all right. Now we can reset. So start the inning off 33 Stoll for stopping and starting. Don't know if the microphone is actually picking up here. Disciples have runner at third and second. Shortstop Enriquez for Disciples was trying to lay down a sacrifice bunt. Throw over to Lawrence was low and he could not pick it on the dirt. So with no out, runners at third and first for Disciples. Now at bat, number 1, Steinley. Right fielders for the Disciples. Throwback. But runner is back at first. Runner takes a short lead off first. Pimental comes set and throws back over. Oh, and he just gets back under the throw. So, throw over was there on time, but the runner was able to get a finger back underneath the glove of Lawrence. So, Pimental comes set. First throw, and ball is high. So, one ball, no strikes to Steinley and our Disciples. Oh, and the pitch from Pimental is inside, but Steinley was able to turn out of the way and not get hit. So, 2 balls, no strikes. No outs here in the top of the third. Runner at third and first. Pimental comes set. Checks the runner at first. Throw over, but runner's not going. So pitch from Pimental is hit Out to left field, a kiss. Runner tags, but the throw home keeps the runner at third. So, great throw on the money for Yannick Hiss. Runner at third stays at third. Runner at second runner at first stays at first. So, one out now for center fielder number 2, Llewellyn, coming up to bat with runners at third and first. So Pimentel comes set. Here's the pitch. Taken for a called strike 1. So runner at first takes his lead. Pimentel checks the runner. His pitch swung on and hit over the shortstop. And runner at third comes home. Disciples get their first run of the game. Now we have runners at second and first for the Disciples. It was a shallow bloop single to the left fielder, just over the shortstop's head. Brings in that runner from third. So, Pimentel did not like the ball that was in play, asked for another one as he comes back to the mound. So, Disciples with one out now have one run, but runners at second and first. Pimentel looks back to runner at second. Here comes the pitch. And high, but doesn't get away too far from the catcher. So no advancement from the runners. So a 1-ball, no strike count to Llewellyn. Pimentel comes set, checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. In the dirt for ball 2. Pimentel looking a little frustrated with himself, but shakes his frustrations out. Checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch, and taken low and outside for ball 3. Correction, it is number 18 Music is at bat. That's my apologies on my part. Pitcher comes set. Here's the pitch. And it is outside for ball 4. So now we have bases loaded with one out for the Disciples. Runners at every bag means the Storm have an opportunity for force play at any base. But time is called as Phil Meyer has decided to come out to the mound, talk to his pitcher. Little mound conference, calm him down. Pimentel, coming into this inning, was pitching rather nicely. So, Phil Meyer calming down his pitcher. Words of encouragement. And now comes the umpire to break up the mound visit. So, with one out and one run scored, bases are loaded for the Disciples. So, all right, umpire has called play. Here's the pitch. Inside for ball 1. So, next pitch outside and low for ball 2. No place to put the runner. Pimentel's going to have to dig deep here. Looks like Lothar's not going to be chasing any pitches outside of the zone. So, next pitch. Fouled back. So, 2 balls, 1 strike count. Ball was over the heart of the plate, but up. Lotar a little bit late on that, but we do have a 2 ball, 1 strike count. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled back to the net. So we have a 2-2 count. Lotar stepped out of the box. Now he's back in. Pimentel comes set. And here's his pitch. Just got a piece of that. Lotar with a foul tip. Stays alive. Still a 2-2 count with 1 out here in the top of the third. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, popped up to the center fielder. Up and makes the catch. Runner at third advances. So 2 outs, but now Disciples have 2 runs and still have runners at second and first. So coming at the bat now, third baseman for the Disciples, number 26, Colin Murphy. So Pimentel was able to get out of a little bit of a jam there with the catch being made by the center fielder and just with that sacrifice fly. First pitch to Murphy is pop-up behind home plate for strike 1. So, Pimentel has a sign and steps off the rubber. So runners have their lead. Here comes the pitch. And it is taken for strike 2. So looks back at the runner at second. Pimentel with his pitch. And ball hits the dirt. Doesn't get away too far from the catcher, but the runners were running since there was 2 outs and double steal with no throw. So now runners in scoring position with 2 outs with a 2-1 count. Or a 1 ball, 2 strike count now to Murphy. Here's Pimentel's pitch. And taken for a called strike 3. Murphy did not like that called strike 3, but that's how the top of the third ends for the Disciples. 2-run score. Now going into the home half of the third inning, our Hünstetten Storm. So coming up for the home half, the third, Oliver Joachim will start us off here, followed by Samuel Guillermi and Vicente Velasquez. So let's see if the Storm can answer back. They are just down by 2 runs. And as the Disciples are taking their defensive positions and throwing the ball around, Just want to say I hope everyone is having a lovely Saturday. The weather here is beautiful. So now up to bat is our right fielder, number 26, Oliver Yoakum. And the first pitch to Oliver is taken for a strike. Pitcher comes set, throws. Oliver just gets the head of the bat on it, but pops it foul. So a no ball, two strike count to a very fast and efficient pitcher who already comes set. And Yoakum takes an inside pitch for a called strike three. Yoakum does not like the call, but no reason to argue it because it's been called. So, one out. Coming up to bat, our second baseman, number 17, Sammy Guilherme. Guilherme making his home debut. First pitch he sees is low and inside for ball one. So, next pitch he sees is turned and hit, but straight to the third baseman who throws across for out number two. So, two quick outs now. Coming up to bat, our shortstop, number 2, Vicente Velasquez. Yeah, we're back up here. Yeah. Yeah. So with two quick outs here, the Storm will need to get a runner on just so they can try to get those 2 runs back. But first, they actually need to get a base runner. First pitch to Velasquez is taken low for ball 1. Josh Harrison is on deck. Here's the pitch, Velasquez. Taken for a low strike 1. So we have a 1-1 count with 2 outs. Pitcher comes set. Pitch is low and outside. 2 balls, 1 strikes the count to Velasquez. Pitch is swung on and popped up and caught by the center fielder for out number 3. So a short home half of the third for the Storm. They go into the top of the fourth. Disciples leading 2-0. So, as the Storm are taking their defensive positions and throwing the ball around, I'm noticing now there was some good morning messages here in the chat, so apologies for not seeing those earlier. So, I see a good morning from Ardmore, Tennessee, so good morning to you, Stephanie. So, coming up for the Disciples and top half of the inning here. Looks like Leshner is leading off the Disciples, followed by Thorpe, who is in the on-deck circle, and number 33, Stroll. So Lester's now in the batter's box here. Pimentel comes set and his pitch. Uh, Leshner showing bunt, pulls the bat back for ball one. Pimentel's next pitch swung on and hit foul behind home plate here. So we have a 1-1 count to Leshner. Pimentel comes set. Here's his pitch. Low and inside for ball one. Or, next pitch. Yep. So next pitch swung on behind home plate to the net for strike two. And fouls off another pitch. Just lands foul. Yannick tried making the run over from left field where he was positioned, but he was too far over. The ball just landed foul. So, batter comes back. So, Pimentel's next pitch. Swung on and missed for a strikeout. So, first out of the inning is a swinging strike on Leshner. Coming up to bat now, number 34, Thorpe. So, Thorpe steps in the batter's box, and first pitch from Pimentel is swung on and hit down the first base line, but out of play. So, strike one. Pimentel comes set, and his pitch. Just clips the batter. So, Thorpe hit by pitch, takes his base. Maybe it grazed the jersey. I couldn't tell from our angle up here, but home plate umpire said it hit the batter. And now, number 33, Stroll up to bat. One out now. Runner on first. Takes a very small lead off of first. Pimentel checks the runner and his pitch. Swung on and hit, but behind home plate and out of play. Just hits the umbrella just underneath our camera. Thankfully, it didn't hit the barbecue grill where the storm burgers are being prepared at the moment. So, no balls, one strike. The Stroll. We're in at first. Shows that he's going to steal, but it's just a fake out. He went back to first. Ball did not get too far away from the catcher. So, one ball, one strike to Stroll. Pimentel looks in for the sign, comes set, looks back at the runner, and his pitch. Curves the ball in at the top of the strike zone for strike two. One ball, two strikes count. Runner taking a little lead. Pimentel noticed throw back over, but it wasn't far enough for a steal. So, runner resets. Pimentel comes set, and his pitch. Swung on and hit deep out to left field and foul. Solid hit, but he could not curve it in between the bases, so runner has to go back to first. So here's a pitch. Stroll swung on and hit out to the right field and caught. So with 2 outs, runner still at first. Coming up to bat now, number 7, Steinlein. Runner takes his lead off of first. First pitch is high and outside for ball 1. Storm trying to hold the runner at first. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 2. Steinlein comes ready in the batter's box. Here's the pitch. And slapped foul down the first base line. So 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 away here in the top of the 4th. So batter is ready. 2 balls, 1 strike is the count. Here's Pimentel with his pitch. Swung on and hit out of play down the third base side and foul. So 2-2 count, 2 outs. Seipel still leading by 2. Pimentel checks the runner and his pitch. Swung on, shallow left, and falls in for a hit. Runner stays at second, could not advance on the hit. So, with 2 outs, Disciples now have 2 runners on. Coming up to bat now is Llewellyn. So, Disciples have 2 on, 2 out, and they lead by 2. Pimentel looks back the runner at second. Here's his pitch. Outside for ball 1. No, this is Steinlein. My apologies. Not sure how my lineup card got jumbled here, but next pitch to Steinlein is taken for a called strike. So 1-1 count. So ball is hit to the third baseman, throws over for the out. So Disciples leave 2 runners stranded going into the bottom half of the 4th inning. Disciples 2, Storm nothing. All right. Coming up to bat now here in the home half of the fourth. Number 4, Josh Harrison. So I had to check with our official scorer. So for the Disciples, Henriquez is wearing number 7 today and not number 44. So first pitch to Harrison is taken inside for ball 1. So pitcher comes set, and the pitch low outside for ball 2 to Harrison. Disciples pitcher has a very interesting throwing motion. He'll double tap his foot before he makes the pitch and is rather quick to the plate. So we have a 3-0 count. And, whoa! On a 3-0 count, next pitch is taken for a called strike. Lowe must just clip the zone, but could not get the call on the next pitch. So Harrison's on with a walk. Coming up to bat now is Victor Velasquez. So Harrison at first takes his lead. Velasquez at the plate. First pitch he sees is a throw over, pickoff move trying to get Harrison, but Harrison was not that far off the plate. He takes his lead again, a little bit further from first now. Pitch to Velasquez is just clipping the outside corner for strike 1. So Harrison takes a sneak lead off of first. Pitch to Velasquez is a swung on strike. Throw is into center field. Harrison gets the stolen base at second and continues on to third on a bad throw by the catcher. Throw was offline, could not be fielded cleanly by the second baseman. Shortstop could not get over to back up the throw. So, 2 bases on 1 throw. Harrison is now at third in scoring position, and it is a no ball, 1 strike count to Velasquez. Next pitch. So, my apologies. It was an 0-2 count with 2 strikes. Velasquez goes down looking as the ball apparently catches the outside zone. Okay, so coming up to bat now is center fielder number 8, Jake Gentry. So, 1 away now here in the home half of the fourth. So, Gentry in the box now and ready. Pitch comes, and first pitch he sees, Gentry drives the ball out to left field, over the left fielder's head. 1 run scores. Gentry with a stand-up double. Jake Gentry with a great hit over the left fielder's head, up to the fence, scores the runner in from third. So with 1 out, runner at second, our first baseman, number 66, Noah Lawrence. So Salazar stepped off rubber, comes back, checks the runner at second. First pitch he throws to Lawrence is right down the middle for a called strike. Looks in for his sign. Time is called by the batter. Lawrence takes a step out, resets. Play is called, and the pitch to Lawrence. Swung on, foul tip. So no balls, 2 strikes to Lawrence. Gentry at second takes his lead off the base. Pitcher comes set, does not even look back until just the last moment, tries to fake out the runner with a look back, but Jake wasn't running and no throw given. So, Gentry back into his position, and the pitch. Time is called before the pitch is thrown. Time was called before the pitcher threw the pitch, but pitcher did not hear. So, Lawrence stepped out of the box, comes back, has reset. Gentry has his lead off a second. So, second baseman came in trying to deke the runner, as they say, trying to convince Gentry that the ball was coming back to him. Gentry wasn't fooled. So, pitch to Lawrence is inside for ball one. 1 ball, 2 strike count, 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. Disciples leading 2-1, but Storm has something going here with a runner at second. So, pitch is low and in the dirt, but the ball did not get away from the catcher at all. Gentry could see the ball the entire time, did not even make an advance. So, heads up base running by the runner. Lawrence comes back set in the box. Pitcher has a new ball. Gentry has his lead off a second, and the pitch swung on and hit into center field. Gentry's being waved around and slides safe. Lawrence at second on the hit. So, Gentry coming around from second to score, ties the game up at 2. Noah Lawrence is now at second because the throw was to home plate. So, Gentry, a little small collision with the catcher there, but he's walking it off. Smiles in the dugout. So, coming up to bat now is Douglas Yoakum, our designated hitter for the game. 1 out, runner at second. And the first pitch to Yoakum. Swung on, high heater. Strike one. So, next pitch to Yoakum. Swung on and fouled behind home plate. So, an 0-2 count to Yoakum with 1 away. Runner still at second. Long look into the catcher's mitt. But he has his sign. And the throw is a swinging strike 3 for Yoakum. So, Douglas Yoakum strikes out swinging, 2 away. Now, coming up to bat is our left fielder, Yannick Kiss. So, Yannick is in the box and ready. First pitch he sees is catching the inside part of the plate for strike 1. Lawrence takes his lead off of second. Pitcher looks him back, but the throw to Kiss is high. Ball 1. So, 1-1 count to Kiss with 2 away. Look back to second. And it is a called strike. So, 1-2 count here for left fielder. Pitcher comes set. And Kiss throws his bat out there, just happens to get the ball, but hits it right to the shortstop, who throws it over and gets the runner for out number 3. So, Going into the top half of the fifth inning, scores tied. Disciples 2, Hünstetten Storm 2. So a wonderful good morning, good afternoon to all those who are actually tuning in here on YouTube. I see there are 47 of you actually tuning in, watching the game. Welcome. I hope you're enjoying yourself. We have a wonderful baseball game happening here in Hünstetten as the Storm have taken the field for a little throw around between innings. Disciples not ready yet here. Looks like Llewellyn will start us off for the visitors' half of the fifth inning. So Llewellyn, Music, and Lotar, the three batters that Pimental will face here. Gentry looked a little banged up going into home, or into the dugout after coming home on the tying run that was hit by Lawrence. But he's back out in center field, walking off whatever happened when he collided with the catcher. So, Llewellyn is now coming up into the batter circle. Music is in the on deck circle. Now Llewellyn's in the box. So, Pimentel has a sign, has come set, and his pitch high and outside for ball one. Tomorrow, these two teams also play a game. Same time, same place. Next pitch swung on and missed. Big swing by Llewellyn, but could not connect. So, 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch from Pimentel is a bunt, but it goes foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Llewellyn, who has to now walk his way back home. Interesting choice to bunt in that situation, but why not? So, as the batter is slowly coming back, I'll say that again. We do play a game tomorrow at 1 o'clock here in Hünstetten. Disciples are still here for the weekend series. So, play is called. Here's the pitch from Pimentel, and is outside for a ball. So, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ooh, ball is just inside, does not catch that inside corner. 3 balls. So, full count to Llewellyn. Pimentel with the pitch, swung on, but fouled back to the net. So, still a full count. Pimentel's pitch is swung on, but hit down the third base line and out of play. So, stays alive now. Still full count. Llewellyn trying to fight off Pimentel as best he can. So, Pimentel with the pitch. And outside. Could not bring that pitch inside. So Llewellyn walks with no outs here. Coming up to bat now is number 18, Music. So Llewellyn takes a short lead off of first as Music steps into the box. Pimentel comes set. Look, checks the runner at first. And his pitch swung on and missed. A low pitch, but Music does not hit it. Swings right over the top of it for strike number 1. So no balls, 1 strike. Llewellyn with his lead off of first. Pimentel comes set. Pitch is high for a ball as Llewellyn shows steal, but quickly comes back to the bag. So, runner takes his lead off of first. Pimentel throws over, but nothing doing. Runner still stays at first. Pimentel comes set. Runner at first does take his lead again. Another throw over. But runner is getting back. So, no outs here. Runner at first. Here's the pitch to Music. And the ball gets away from the catcher. And Llewellyn takes second with no problems. So, Pimentel's pitch was in the dirt, gets away from the catcher, unfortunately, but leads to a stolen base for the Disciples. So, 2 balls, 1 strike is the count. Runner at second, no outs. Throwback, but did not get the runner leaning. The runner is able to get back to second, no problem. Pimentel with the throw over to the second baseman. Runner takes his lead. Here's the pitch. Hits the batter in the shoulder. Music went down on one knee as the ball did hit him in the shoulder, but he's breathing through it. He does look like it's barking at him a little bit, but he's going to take his base. So, Disciples have something going here in the home half, the visitors half of the 5th inning. Runners now at first and second on that hit batsman. No outs. Music being checked out by his coach, making sure he's okay. Coming up to bat now for the Disciples, number 35, Alex Luthor. Music says he's fine. It's just a scratch. 'Tis but a flesh wound, but fact of the matter now is Pimentel has runners at second and first and no outs. Lotar in the box now. Pimentel looks back the runner at second. Here's the pitch. And catches that outside corner for strike 1. Once again, checking that runner at second, who is not moving from his position. And Pimentel with a beautiful curveball that catches that corner for strike 2. So second baseman tries to get the runner to move, but does not. Pimentel's pitch is low and is not chased, so we have a 1-ball, 2-strike count now to Lotor. Sammy Girome there at second. Oh, ball in the dirt, gets away from the catcher, but only thing that happens is the runners advance. So still no outs, but both runners now in scoring position. A 2-2 count on Lotor. So Pimentel's pitch swung on and missed for out number 1. Lotar out swinging, brings up number 26, Murphy. So Disciples with 1 out have runners in scoring position for Murphy. Murphy's ready. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, hit high, center field. Gentry coming on and makes a catch. Runners could not advance because the ball was hit to shallow center. Jake Gentry came on running, makes the great catch. Holds the runners at second and third. So now Disciples with 2 outs bring up Leshner. Leshner, left fielder, batting left-handed. So runners take a small lead. Pimentel's pitch is catching that inside corner for strike 1. Pimentel looking at the runner at third, but his next pitch, does not catch the top of the zone. So we have a 1-1 count. Pimentel's pitch. Swung on and caught by a diving first baseman who runs over and makes the third out himself. Pimentel gets out of the inning. No runners score. So that's the end of the top half of the 5th inning. Pimentel gets out of a little scary jam here, hitting a runner, walking a runner, but end of the inning, Disciples 2, Storm 2, going into the home half of the 5th inning. So coming into the home half of the 5th inning for the Hünstetten Storm will be Oliver Yoakum, Sammy Girame, and Vicente Velasquez. As a Storm get ready to bat here in the home half of the 5th inning, Disciples throwing the ball around. So Phil Meyer doing some Coaching duties this afternoon takes his position at third base. Oliver Yoakum in the batter's box. Oh, looks like the first baseman for the Disciples needs to make a glove change. Time was called. So, correct glove is now in his hands of the first baseman. First pitch to Oliver Yoakum is a great bloop hit out to where they ain't. Oliver Yoakum with a bloop single that just died in between the center fielder and the second baseman as they went in for the grab. So, Oliver Yoakum, first pitch swinging, successful, and he has a hit. So, coming up to bat now, number 17, Sammy Game. So, Yoakum not taking much of a lead off the first base. Game showing bunt. And Yoakum just gets back in as the catcher throws behind the first baseman. So, Game missing the bunt. Now has strike. No balls, one strike. Goes bunt again. Gets the ball down and he's beats out the throw. So, bunt was the call. Now, with no outs, Storm have runners at second and first as the pitcher was not able to actually get the ball over to the first baseman. And Guillermo is able to outrun the throw. So, coming up at the bat now is our shortstop, number 2, Vicente Velasquez. It's okay. So, first pitch, Vicente. Vicente bunts down third base line, gets the ball down, throw over, and ball is not picked out of the dirt. Yoakum comes home to score. Guillermo to third. Vicente Velasquez on the bunt is able to make it to second on a poor throw by the third baseman. Could not be picked clean by the first baseman. Storm take the lead. Coming up to bat now, number 4, Josh Harrison. Harrison hitting now with runners in scoring position and no outs. So, after 2 straight bunts and leading now 3-2, time is called by the Disciples as their manager comes out to talk to his pitcher. So after 4 innings, Disciples pitcher was rolling pretty nicely, but now here in the home half of the 5th inning, he's given up the lead. So, stays in the game. Josh Harrison steps back in the batter's box. And here's the pitch to Harrison. Low and outside for ball 1. On deck is Victor Velasquez. So, second pitch. Second pitch to Harrison is a called ball. So, 2 balls, no strikes to the third baseman. Guillermo at third, Vicente Velasquez at second. Next pitch is ball. So 3 balls, no strikes. and no one warming up for the Disciples. See, does Harrison have the green light on a 3-0 count? Nope, he stays off of it, and it is a called strike one. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Harrison. Let's see if Harrison gets anything to swing at. And the next pitch is taken for an inside strike. So full count to Harrison. After 3 straight balls, he has 2 called strikes. But next pitch is in the dirt for ball 4. Bases loaded, no outs here for the Storm. Up to bat now, our catcher, number 96, Victor Velasquez. On deck now is Jake Gentry. So, Storm at every base. Victor Velasquez up to bat. And here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. So, swinging strike 1. So, next pitch. Swung on and hit over a leaping shortstop. 1 run scores and 2 runs score. So, Victor Velasquez with a 2 RBI single. Storm now leading 5-2 with no outs here in the home half of the 5th inning. So, great piece of situational hitting there by Velasquez. Just gets the ball over the head of the shortstop who was leaping. So, now at bat is center fielder number 8, Jake Gentry. Gentry batting with 2 runners on and no outs. So, here's a pitch to Gentry. And Gentry takes an outside pitch for strike 1. So, on deck is Noah Lawrence. Pitch to Gentry in the dirt, but doesn't get away from the catcher. 1 ball, 1 strike is the count. The runners are not taking that far of a lead off the bag. Gentry ready for the pitch. Ball is outside. But Harrison steals on a late throwback to the pitcher. Disciples pitcher Salazar not happy with the situation here, as there is a pitcher warming up now in the Disciples bullpen. Runners at the corners for Jake Gentry with no outs. Pitch is high. 3 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch outside. So Gentry walks. Bases loaded now for Noah Lawrence. No outs here in the 5th inning. Looking down to the visitors' bullpen, I see number 15 is warming up. I don't have 15 on my list. So once I find out who that is, I will let you know. So, Storm at every base, no outs. First pitch to Lawrence. Swung on and tapped in front of home plate. Foul ball. So, After that foul tip in front of home plate, Lawrence is back in the box. Pitcher comes set. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Ball in the dirt. Strike two. On deck is Douglas Yoakum. So, next pitch to Lawrence. Swung on and missed. Strike three. So, one out here. So, coming up to bat now, number 22, designated hitter, Douglas Yoakum. Yoakum is batting now with bases loaded, one away. Swung on and a high fly ball down first base line and caught. So, on a high fly ball, caught. Yes. So on the fly out down in the foul territory, throw to home was not in time. Runner scores. Hünstetten Storm now leads 6-2 as the runner going to second was thrown out. Call was out at second. No argument on the call. So, going into the top of the sixth, Storm leads 6-2 against the Disciples. So, So we have a new pitcher for the Storm, number 36, Daniel Martins. Martins coming in, replacing Pimentel, who pitched 5 innings, only gave up 2 runs. But Pimentel's afternoon is done. We applaud him for his effort. Now Daniel Martins comes in, trying to keep this going. So, as Martins takes his warm-up tosses and the Storm throw the ball around the infield and outfield, coming up to bat for the Disciples, number 34, Thorpe, followed by Stroll and number 44, or number 7, depending on how it is, since he's wearing number 7, but 44 in the books, Enriquez. So, a very successful half inning for Storm. Now that they have the lead, they need to hold on to it. So, two more pitches, and looks like we'll be ready to get the 6th underway. Oh, so one more pitch. So good, excellent. Let's get some. Now, coming up to bat is number 34, Thorpe, the designated hitter. So, Thorpe stepping into the batter's box here. Right-handed hitter. On deck is their catcher, Stroll. First pitch he sees is a called strike one. Next pitch he sees is swung on and hit to the shortstop, who fields, throws over, and one away. So, now coming up to bat, number 33, Stroll. So one away here in the top half, the sixth. Enriquez in the batter's box, or in the on deck circle. First pitch to Stroll is a strike. So no balls, one strike, one away. Next pitch he sees is swung on but hit left field foul territory for strike two. No balls, two strikes to the batter. So little time is called as they had to get the ball out of the field. Now play is resumed. Here's the pitch. And taken for ball one. Ball just misses the inside corner. So one ball, two strikes, one away. Swung on, but fouled directly back to the net. So still one ball, two strikes. And the pitch taken low outside for ball two. So ball and dirt. We now have a full count. So Daniel Martin's now with a full count. Let's see what he does here. There is no one on base and one out. Martin's pitch. Swung on and missed. Swinging strike number 3 leads to 2 outs. So 2 away here in the top half of the 6th inning. Enriquez coming to bat. So here's a pitch to the left-hander. Swung on, but hit foul down the first base line. Strike 1. And ball has been fetched. Play is resumed. And the next pitch to left-hander. In the dirt for ball 1. So 1-1 count. And the next pitch. High and inside, ball 2. Ooh, and yet a ball in the dirt. So 3-1 count. So with 2 outs here, no one on. 3-1 count. Pitch is just catching that outside corner. So full count to the left-handed hitter. And the pitch. Swung on and hit. High to right field. And Yoakum there with the catch. We have a 1-2-3 inning. Disciples 3 up. Disciples 3 down. Going into the home half of the 6th, Hünstetten Storm still leads 6-2. All right. So coming here to the home half of the sixth, Yannick Kiss coming up to bat. As we do have a new pitcher for, no, I'm sorry, we don't have a new pitcher just yet for the Disciples. Salazar is still on the bump, but I do see that Disciples do have a pitcher still warming up. So, Yannick Kiss now in the batter's box on deck. Oliver Yoakum. So, first pitch to Kiss. Catches the bottom of the zone, strike one. Next pitch he sees, catches the inside corner for a called strike two. No balls, two strikes here to our left fielder. Looks like Disciples might have a second pitcher about to get warmed up. Here's the pitch to Kiss. But ball is in the dirt for ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So, Kiss goes down looking to a called strike three, low in the strike zone, low and away, but it is a called strike. So, with one away, coming to bat is Oliver Yoakum. So, today at Dickman Field, we do have the German National Fan Club here, and we do have mascot actually trying to get kids involved, make some noise. The fans are here in attendance, and as he is doing that, Yoakum now has a 1 ball, 1 strike count. Yoakum fouls the pitch off. Let's do it again. So, catcher sets up outside. Yoakum does not swing. Ball outside, so 2-2 count. Yoakum gets a wood on the ball. Golf shots, but to the center fielder for the out. So, 2 away here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Yoakum with a nice golf shot, but unfortunately it was to a running center fielder. So, Sammy Guilherme, number 17, now up to bat with 2 away. First pitch, Guilherme swinging, but it hits it straight to his counterpart. Second baseman throws the first baseman for the third out. So, a quick 6th inning for both the Disciples and the Storm. Going into the top half of the 7th inning, Storm leads 6-2. So, the German national mascot working the crowd, getting those in attendance actually up off their seats and on their feet. Great to see kids and adults here in attendance. Daniel Martin still on the mound for the Storm. Going here into the top half of the 7th. Oh, looks like the mascot wants an at-bat, but he forgot to bring the proper equipment. So, well, I hope everyone is doing well this afternoon. I see that there's still quite a few of you watching the game. I'm happy to see that. So, time for the top half of the seventh. Steinlen, Llewellyn, and Music. 1, 2, 3 coming up here for the visitors' half of the seventh. Umpires telling dugout they need to close the gate. So, play is called. Martin's with the pitch. And it is taken for strike one. So, Martin's next pitch is way outside for ball one. So we have a 1-1 count on Steinlen here. Next pitch is inside, but called for strike two. Catches that inside corner. 1-2 is the count. Martin taking a long look, but here's the pitch. And he gets a beautiful curveball. Catches the inside corner for that called strike three. So Steinlen down looking. Now up for Disciples. Number 2, Llewellyn. Left-hander is in the box and ready. Here's the pitch from Martin. Does not swing at a pitch right over the heart of the plate. 4, strike 1. Next pitch, low and inside for ball 1. So we have a 1-1 count with 1 away. So next pitch, called strike 2. 1-2 count. Here's a pitch from Martins. And it is low. So we have a 2-2 count as it's starting to rain a little bit here. Dickman Field. Looking off into the northwest, I can see the rain is coming this direction. But doesn't matter as Llewellyn has swung and missed for strike 3. 2 away here in the top half of the 7th as the rain is starting to fall a little bit more. Let's see if we can get the rest of this top half of the 7th inning before the tarp has to come out on the field. Here's the pitch from Martins. Outside and low for ball 1. Martin working efficiently here. Next pitch is high and outside for ball 2. Inside, ball 3. Looks like light rain might be affecting the grip on the ball, but we'll see. Here's his pitch. Catches that outside corner for strike 1. So 3 balls, 1 strike's the count. 2 away here in the top of the 7th. Pitch is dropped, but it is a called strike 2. Full count. Full count on Music. Right-hander steps back in the box. Martin has his sign. And the pitch is low. So Martin could not get the called strike 3. 2 outs. We have a runner at first for the Disciples. Coming up to bat now, number 35, Lotor. So, base runner first has taken his lead. Martins comes set. Here's the pitch. And it is high for ball one. Wind is picking up here just a little bit. Doesn't look like the rain is falling too hard at the moment. Light rain, but off in the distance is more rain coming. See if we can get this inning finished before it does. Martin's pitch. Throw over, trying to catch the runner leaning, but first baseman not able to tag the runner. So, runner back safely. 2 away here. In the top of the 7th, here comes the pitch. Catches the outside corner for a strike. Martin with a long lean and look in at the catcher's sign. Looks back at the runner at first. Here's the pitch. Ball outside, could not get the batter to chase. So we have a 2-1 count, 2 outs. Runner at first takes his lead. Martin's pitch catches that inside corner for a strike. So we have a 2-2 count. As the rain is starting to fall a little bit harder now, but not too much. So, Martin's pitch. Swung on and tapped to third. Third baseman Fields fires, but pulls the first baseman off just slightly. Great attempt by the first baseman trying to make the stretch, but with a speedy runner, he could not make the catch and out. So with 2 outs, we do have a runner at first and second. Coming up to bat now is number 26, Murphy. Leshner is on deck. First pitch is hit past the shortstop. Throw comes in to the third baseman, but runner comes across. Disciples 3, Storm 6. Runner still at first and second with 2 away. Going to bat now, number 72, Leshner, left fielder. 34, Thorpe is on deck. Daniel Martin leans in, looks for the sign, has what he wants. Comes set, and the pitch. Catches that inside corner. Strike one. Leshner, left-handed batter, back in, waiting for the pitch. Martin looks back to second base. Runner throws outside. Ball one. Martins leans in, comes set. And the pitch. Inside, hits the batter. So with the hit batsman, bases loaded, 2 outs for the Disciples. So now to bat the right-handed designated hitter, number 34, Thorpe. Storm leads 6-3 with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Now with runners at every base, there's a play at every base. Here's the pitch. And called strike one, catching that outside corner of the plate. Stroll on deck. Pitch from Martin. Taken low for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strikes to count with 2 away. So here's Martin's pitch. Beautiful curveball, catches the inside corner. Strike 2. Curveball's been working well for him. It's a 1-2 count as the rain is coming in from the northwest, from the third base side. Let's see if we can end this inning before the rain hits. Oh, curveball could not find the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Martin leans in, gets the sign, comes set. Time is called. So, reset, play is called. Martin's ready, and the pitch. Hits the batter. So, hit batter with bases loaded means a very hurting RBI. So, still 2 outs. Bases still loaded. Disciples are now only down by 2 runs. Conference at the mound. Gentry came in from center, calm his pitcher down. Velasquez now out at the mound as well to calm down his battery mate. So, bases loaded, 2 outs. Stroll at bat. Here's the pitch from Martins. Outside, ball 1. Martin's next pitch is in there for called strike 1. Little half swing by the batter, but he did not go through, but still he didn't have to. It was a called strike. So 1-1 the count. Next pitch. Swung on and tapped at home. Fires over and gets the out at first. So Disciples scored 2 runs here in the top half of the 7th, but with bases loaded, Daniel Martin's able to actually help himself out and make a great fielding throw over to the first baseman Lawrence for out number 3. So going into the home half of the 7th, Storm 6, Disciples 4. So rain is starting to fall as Disciples take the field. We have a new pitcher for the Disciples, number 15. We're checking our notes trying to find out who he is. Once we find out his name, we'll let you know. We don't have a 15 on our list, but 15's up the pitch. But rain is starting to come down a little harder now. Let's see what the umpires allow. So if the inning's allowed, Vicente Velasquez will be our batter. Nope, and the umpire is saying, nope, it is raining too hard. Everyone inside. So as the Disciples' new pitcher is warming up, umpires are calling a rain delay. Tarps are coming out onto the field. Once we find out how long the rain delay is going to be, we will let you know. So we are in a rain delay, waiting for word coming up from the umpiring crew to tell us how long they're going to actually delay the game before action can resume. But looking at the way the sky looks coming in from third base side, it is, well, the clouds are storm gray. So as we are in the home half of the seventh inning, Storm do lead 6-4. We will update you when we are updated. So, still no word from the umpiring crew how long the delay is going to be, but we do have some roster information. So the new pitcher for the Disciples that was warming up is number 15, Iberly, who is listed as 14 initially, but he's actually number 15. So, once again, we are in rain delay here at Dickman Field. Once we do find out how long that delay will be, I will let you know. So until then, well, I hope you have something else planned. I need something to drink.
Okay, and now where's my earpiece?
So, good afternoon, everybody. Just an update. We are still in a rain delay. No word from the umpires yet, but looking at the radar, we do have rain here in the area for at least the next half hour. Good morning, New Iberia. I do see you on the chat. So, thank you for sending over Caleb. But we are in a rain delay for at least, I would say, the next 30 minutes. Score is still 6-4 Storm going into the bottom of the seventh. So we're also having some technical difficulties here, and once we get everything back play and back up and running, we'll let you know. So hang tight, everybody.
So, still no word yet. Well, good morning, Louisiana. I see both New Iberia and New Orleans is checking in. So, um, good morning, Joe. Caleb started in center field for a pitch, but then defensive substitution came in. He came in, so that means that he was switched out. But we are in a rain delay, and he is probably going to pitch tomorrow. We don't know yet. We're hoping we can even finish the game today. Blue skies to the northwest, but to the southwest is still, well, Hünstetten storm gray clouds coming in with rain. Once we do have an update, I see some discussions going on. But once we do get an update, we'll find out if we can resume play or not. So everyone just hang tight. So if you have any questions, go ahead and ask in chat. We'll try to take care of that. And like I said, if we have any updates, we will let you know. So, still no update, though behind the blue clouds, the blue sky that we were seeing, I can still see some large rain clouds behind that. So we are hoping for some word from the umpiring crew as to how much longer the rain delay will be, if there will be more action today. We are actually going into the bottom of the seventh with Storm leading 6-4. So still, we're waiting to find out what we're going to do. If anyone has any questions they want to ask, go ahead and say that in chat. If not, that's great. We're here and we will update you periodically as we can.